Stealing Ash. I love this piece. This was so thoughtfully and empathetically done and authentically done. I believed each and every one of these performances. So props to casting and props to these actors for bringing this to life in a way where I really believed the vibe of this group. I believed their love for Ash. And it was really lovely to see a story about a group of students acknowledging how somebody wants to be seen, really seeing somebody for who they were in their life, and that ultimate acceptance from the outside community and how that honesty ultimately impacted them. I thought this was really beautifully shot. I thought it was really fun to drop right in the middle of the action for us to have to piece it together and say, what is going on? Where are we going? So that we could have that excitement, but then really sit with them and have that kind of sucker punch once we realized what was happening. So I was really impressed. And I thought the dialogue and the writing was just so authentic and fresh. So congratulations.
This film, Stealing Ash, is about a group of friends stealing their friends' ashes so they can have who's actually named Ash, so that they can have a proper memorial for them. It's really sweet, all the stories they shared, and I loved the small moments they showed in the film, like eating together, being in the car, and the ash throwing scene. It's just like moments in time, little snippets of life. And I think it gave a really good glimpse into the lives of this friend group, and it was really sweet to watch. I think it really shows how impactful someone's life can be on all these people around them, and how, even though it's obviously tragic, the friendships between them all still stay strong, and they can love and remember their friend and support each other through it.
I thought Stealing Ash was really well done, yo. I thought it was a great hook, great structure for like, okay, immediately you're thrown into it and it makes you ask questions and lean forward and pay attention and then doesn't let you go for the whole runtime. That's great filmmaking. I thought all of the performers did really well, in really making me feel it. Like I really felt their friendship and their kinship to each other and also to Ash. Like, especially for being so young, like they killed it. All of them, all of them, all of them. It felt like they really, like if you told me that this was based on a true story and they really lost their friend, I'd believe it. Uh, I thought it had a really good message. Um, and I thought it was really well done. I thought the cinematography was great overall. Everything came together really well. Shout out to all these kids in the theater camp. Y'all really made something special, so be proud of it. Great job.
When someone passes away, sometimes our families have this idea of how we should be put to rest, despite the way maybe we want to be remembered by. And that's sort of what we get to see here in this story. Now, in the beginning of the film, it does this really great element of misleading you. There was a moment at the beginning of the film where I questioned it, and I wondered, is this a shooting perhaps? Is this an event where something goes wrong? And then we find out that this is a scene leading into the action. And we find that they are fleeing the scene of the funeral home, of the funeral service, I guess I should say. And they've taken Ash with them. And now Ash is a person that we never get to meet, yet we get to see them as a metaphorical box that the friends get to carry with them as they get to spend their last final moments, their last day with Ash, doing all these things that they've always enjoyed doing. And they treat this box as if Ash is with them. And it's really quite beautiful to see these group of kids come together and take this really big move of action for their dear friend. And as they all gather to have this vigil for their loved one, they all get to take these tchotchkes and trinkets and have this moment where they get to express their love for their dear friend. And we get to feel that with them, and we get to see this beautiful sequence by the waterfall, and it's colorful, it's serene, it's everything that you picture Ash to be, despite not really knowing them at all. And you kind of get a sense that maybe Ash's family didn't maybe understand them and have the struggle, so the friends had to make this radical act of this one last hurrah and making sure Ash was put to rest in the way that would bring them peace. And I think by the end of the film, the family also sort of comes to terms that maybe Ash needed it just as much as they did.